Come in.
Mr. Hughes, you wanted to see me?
Yes, Mrs. Pendleton. Please, close the door. I assume you've heard in the last few days we discovered we have a defector among our ranks. One of the accountants who was helping the lawyers prepare the deposition.
I don't know. I mean, I heard some people talking about it.
Let me clarify it for you so there's no confusion. This accountant gave the police some very sensitive information. Information they obtained by going through our financial records. Records that I asked you to dutifully prepare at the request of the city. Was this task that we so thoroughly discussed in any way unclear?
I went over the briefs page by page. I made sure nothing in the Miranda files were copied.
Well, apparently not. How long have you been my secretary, Mrs. Pendleton?
22 years, sir.
And during that time, I'm sure you've come to appreciate the sensitivity of our work, both on the books and off.
Of course, sir. My loyalty has always been to you and to the firm.
Loyalty, Mrs. Pendleton, is useful, only if preceded by competence. You made a mistake, and a grave one at that. What have you learned from your previous mistakes, Mrs. Pendleton?
Edward, please.
A gift that only I can give. A way to truly learn from our mistakes.
I beg of you.
Because, Mrs. Pendleton, it's truly hard for a person like me to simply replace his secretary. This will only take a moment, Mrs. Pendleton. Then you can let go. Get this down to the lab. Be quick about it. Work is piling up.
Carlos still isn't talking. The lieutenant's with him now, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere.
We have less than 3 hours.
Then we'll have to go with Plan B. This is Infinity's Epsilon facility. It's located in a predominantly cloned neighborhood for clinical and outpatient servicing. But Hughes indicated there's something more going on under the surface.
Miranda.
Right. And for whatever reason, all Miranda operations have been moved to this facility. Whatever Hughes is planning, the answers are there.
Sir, I need to point out that this is a tactical blind zone. We don't know the layout or the security measures.
That's why I'm sending you and Carter in. You'll be able to assess the layout, deal with any unforeseen problems. From the information that I have, all security locks are level 1 clearance, except for one. This door is level 7 security. It's one of the highest at Infinity.
That's odd for an outpatient facility.
Precisely. If there's a sub-facility located under this building, that is the point of entry.
We'll need code syntax and design specs for Infinity's security protocol.
You should be able to use my personal codes. There's no telling if it'll grant you access.
Right. A code we don't know will work for a door we don't know will lead anywhere.
Sorry, guys. It's the best that I got.
What about us?
You, me, and Detective Riley will infiltrate the sub-labs at Infinity's main campus. Hughes has been working on something down there. I'm certain it's related to Miranda. Any update from your partner?
Nothing since the message she left me this morning. She's not even answering her phone, and this isn't like her.
We don't have time for a detour. If she told you she'll be there, we should go, now.
Okay. Let's go.
You know, you look familiar to me. You sure haven't booked your ass before. Maybe under another name. Look, we've been here all night. I'm sure you're tired. You want to give me something other than that stupid grin? You want to call somebody? Lawyer? Anyone? There you go. I got a feeling I know what number you're gonna dial anyway. Listen, big shot. I know who it is you think is gonna protect you. But nobody operates outside the law on my watch and goes home.
Everyone operates outside the law. Even your so-called cops.
What is this?
We're having a tea party. What's it look like?
Lieutenant, could you please step outside for a minute? What do you think you're doing?
What are you talking about? I'm questioning a primary suspect related to the Infinity case.
The DA's office is no longer investigating Infinity Corp, something you became well aware of when your lead detective was exposed on the witness stand as a wanted fugitive.
The same day that an illegal clone takes out half my precinct? The DA can't be that blind.
Look, I have checked your report. This suspect was apprehended on an illegal search and seizure. You have no positive ID, no official charges, and no grounds to hold him here against his will.
He tried to kill 2 of my detectives. That's grounds enough. You want to file a motion? Fine. I like doing paperwork, but he's not going anywhere.
Have it your way, Lieutenant.
Okay, let's try this again. Where the hell do I know you from?
Okay, we can't wait any longer. We have to go now.
She's 30 minutes late. Something's happened.
You know what we're up against. We can't abort this.
David, I'm telling you something's wrong.
And I'm telling you we're out of time. It's now or never. Think of Mom.
Unit 2, this is Unit 1. We are a go for delivery. I repeat, we are a go for delivery.
Good morning, Mr. Mavon.
Morning.
I'm sorry, sir, but all deliveries have to go through the security office.
Oh no, it's all right. He's with me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mavon, but it's company policy.
Look, Sarah, is it? Mm-hmm. Mr. Hughes was expecting these materials a half hour ago. Now, they contain very sensitive chemicals that can break down to their core components if not handled properly, effectively destroying them. So, would you like to call Mr. Hughes, or should I?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Mavon. You can go through.
Thank you, Sarah.
Third corridor on the left. And turn right at the intersection.
Good morning, Mr. Mabon.
Morning.
Greetings, Mr. Mabon.
Should just be around the next corner. 5 meters.
Guess that's it.
Security override code authenticated. Charles Mabon. Sublevel 12. Security access. Research labs and facilities. Thank you, Mr. Mabon.
My personal ID won't work on this door, but I should be able to use the emergency override.
Won't that set off any red flags?
Yeah, but it won't set off any alarms. They won't even know we're here for hours. We should be long gone.
Security override denied.
Damn.
Security override denied. Security override denied.
I think we might be in trouble here.
Security
Let me try mine. That's how we do things in the Ag Zone.
I know it's a moot point, but you didn't actually grow up in the Ag Zone.
What is this place?
Use his private lab.
Let's find out what he's up to.
What is this place?
We're only one floor below the surface. Let's see if we can find a layout.
What is Miranda? What is Hughes planning?
If man's reach exceeds his grasp, then the nature of man must change.
I swear, you give me one more nature of man speech and my reach is gonna grasp your neck.
Lieutenant, is that a threat of physical violence?
I think I found something.
Looks like all the corridors converge at a central location, the heart of the facility.
That's a pretty big room.
I bet whatever we're looking for, it's there.
Excuse me, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? We've just received word of a possible gas leak on the premises. We need everybody to leave the building immediately and the surrounding area. Safety Services has declared this a hazard zone for up to 1 block. Come on, let's go.
Carlos said you somehow fit into Hughes's plan. That's it. How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
What are these?
Test subjects.
I need a cigarette. If he moves, shoot him. But like in the leg or something, we still need him for questioning.
That's it.
Something's not right. No guards, no security mix. All of this has been a little too easy, don't you think?
Please submit hand and retinal scanning for authentication.
You were saying...
That's Dr. Heinrich Volker. He was one of Hughes's leading scientists during the cloning revolution, but he died of lung cancer almost 20 years ago.
April 16th. I'm continually amazed at the flexibility of these memory gene strains. Almost no degradation between clone and original. Its current limitation is 1 generation only, but we can work on that. September 22nd. DNA memory encoding seems to continue right up until the cessation of all brain activity. This could have useful features in time. February 3rd. Clinical trials are progressing well. The 5th clone gene seems to be stable and functioning as expected.
My God.
Edward is elated. He's insistent that once our data is confirmed, we're going to move on to phase 2. Field testing.
5th clone deficiency wasn't a fluke at all. They engineered it.
For what purpose? And what does it have to do with all these kids?
That's what we're going to find out. Look, I'll get the containers. We're going to take as much of this with us as we can.
Hello, Charles. I can't begin to tell you how disappointed I was when I found out. I really would have given you the keys to the kingdom.
No. You're okay. We're gonna get you out of here.
You have to go.
We can stop the bleeding.
You have to get this information back to your lieutenant.
Stop talking, and help me put pressure on this.
Dad. We both can't die here today. You have to finish this now. You have to finish what I started.
David, please.
It's okay. It's okay. I know who you are. You'll find a way. You always do.
David. David.
I did it for you. I did it all for you.
Come on!
Please submit hand and retinal scanning for authentication. That code is not valid. Please re-enter your security.
Detective.
code.
We have a problem. Code isn't working.
Abort. I say again, abort. I say again, abort. Abort.
Sir, I'd rather not wait in there by myself with that guy. He gives me the creeps. Hey, where'd everybody go?
Get to the gun locker.
What?
Get to the gun locker now! Go!
Security doors are closing.
We're not gonna get another shot at this.
Abort!
Cell, they're coming for him. Thompson, get behind that cover.
I think my ride is here.
You stay on. Shut up.
All right, get this thing to a secure facility. Feds will take it from there.
The death toll stands at 1 million people, centered in the Clone neighborhood of New Haven. Security camera footage released by Infinity Corporation shows an anti-cloning terrorist group breaking into their Epsilon clinic just moments before the tragedy occurred. Sources tell GNN that the bomb was likely a response stemming from the still volatile riots sparked by Senator Kendrick's death. Additional footage obtained by GNN shows a second terrorist group attempting to infiltrate Infinity's headquarters. One of the men has been identified as Trouble Detective James AIDAN, who is still currently at large.
What we are just beginning to uncover here is a pattern of corruption rooted deep within the city's police force. Corruption that not only extends to this current tragedy, but also to many other crimes that have plagued the law-abiding community for months. Now make no mistake, the DA's office will bring the full power of the city to bear in rooting out these criminals.
Infinity's CEO, Edward Hughes, released a statement earlier today expressing his heartfelt sorrow at the tremendous loss in what is undoubtedly being called the worst terror attack in US history.
Come in. Mrs. Pendleton, welcome back. Have we learned from our mistakes?
Yes, Mr. Hughes.
Wonderful. Your desk is right where you left it. Now, show the others in. Mrs. Pendleton.
Thank you for giving me another opportunity to learn, Mr. Hughes.
You're welcome.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining me. I'm sure you're all aware by now that Mr. Charles Mabon will no longer be with us. And we welcome Matthew AIDAN back into our fold, a probationary arrangement that I will be grading very carefully over the next several months. Ladies and gentlemen, events have been set in motion. Today, history was made. Tomorrow, the future. Now I'd like to show you what that future will bring.
Vitals are stable. Heart rate is elevated, but that's to be expected. May I ask, how are you feeling, Detective Riley?
I heard the nurse say the doctors don't know how you survived. That no one could have made it with the kinds of injuries you sustained. They obviously don't know you like I do, Frank. I've been thinking about the number of times you threatened to take away my badge because I did something risky or stupid. Riley and I always laughed it off as an empty threat, like something you'd see on television. But now I think I understand what it really meant to you. You believe the law is the only thing standing between the bad guys and the innocent. And this badge is the only thing holding back the tide. But now the bad guys have found a way around the law. They've corrupted it, discredited it, turned it inside out so that it works for them now. And that's why I've come to tell you sir, that I'm finally turning in my badge. It won't do the people of this city any good any longer until things are set right. And that's exactly what I plan to do. I know who I am now. And I'm gonna finish this.
Face the blame that's crowding every waking breath into the faces of the numb. The nameless names and the faceless faces calling me. I know they live the night